Welcome back to some more AFK Arena. We're sitting on almost 40,000 diamonds on our Wilder account. We want to finish out a star today. We already have a little peanut to a plus 30 signature item. We are going to do some engraving on her. The plus 60 engraving is very strong on her, guys. Gives a massive damage reduction, which is the reason why a lot of players are building her. In addition, she does do a considerable amount of damage. We have been building out her furniture. So I am hoping that within everything that we have here, we can add a couple more stars to her. We have a couple pieces on there for Alna. Still looking to build out Alna Lucius. I'm not sure exactly how we have his furniture, but we can definitely pop some furniture on there. I think it might have been before this was even a Wilder account that this furniture has been sitting there, or it just might have been a mistake from when we started. So let's go ahead. We'll get into the summons here, guys. So overall, we have a total of 16 elite stones. It's been a while since we did a summoning here on the Wilders. Boom, we get a copy of Taylea. Very nice to see. We get a copy of Scarlet. Really big priority to build out right there. So we get a copy of Scarlet. We get double copies of Taylea, actually. So looking here, Wilder-wise, I don't think we got any. We got Arden. We got one Arden. Got a copy of Walker. Got a copy of Granite. So overall, not the best pull just based on the account, but the heroes in general are pretty good. We are adding a couple more stars on here, which I love. Silas, guys. Such a very powerful Graveborn hero. Still waiting to see who is coming next. Now, a lot of players have said Graveborn hero is coming next, so we are waiting for that hero. But companion points, we have 800 already, guys. Again, it has been a little bit of time since we've done summons on here. Got to get back to focusing on the faction accounts. And a double right there, guys. An Athalia. Very nice pull. A copy of Athalia, a copy of Pharrell. Very nice. Anytime that we can get Celestials and Hypogens out of here is just absolutely amazing. So a couple more pulls here. I would love to see another one. This one also does have the opportunity to pull Awakened Taylea. That is right. We do have a chance in there. But the copy of Athalia will give us a Legendary Plus. And we will continue to build these heroes out, guys. Couple more rare cards right there. And the final pull with companion points gives us another elite. Very nice. It is another copy of Granite. All right, so we have 101 scrolls. Again, we're trying to look and trying to get a couple more copies of a star. The more copies that we get of a star, the less that we do have to summon her, which is going to be very good. So we got another copy of Ullard on there. We got another one for Pharrell. Going to be able to really push some of the faction towers with what we're building out right here today. And another elite right there, guys, which gives us a star. Very nice. That is the pulls we need to see, guys. I think we are one single copy away and she'll be ascended. I would love to add some stars on her. So there's a second copy of Scarlet. That'll take her to Elite Plus. Just need a few more copies. And I feel like we're at the point where we do need to also add a couple more spots in here. We'll take this to 280. Just that way we can have a little bit more room within the bags and continue up these summons. Still love to see that Awakened Taylea in here. And another elite right there, which is Mishka. Very nice Wilder. He is a hero that a lot of players, she is a hero a lot of players really underrate. Copy of Thisu right there. But is super powerful, especially when you start building out the furniture for Mishka. Works exceptionally well, guys. I would highly recommend building her out as soon as you can. So we got two pulls here. Hopefully it's going to be an elite. It is a copy of Pippa. And the last one, guys, is another elite. It is Pippa again. So we're getting pretty lucky with the pulls in here. Copy of Respin. I believe he is already maxed out at this point. Let's see which ones we got, because we're going to have to actually go in and pull a few desired hero summons for a star to finish her out. So we got a lot of food on this account. We have a lot of extra copies, guys. 4 more heroes that we still need to build, and we need 1 copy of a star. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to burn these through. I think we got 5 in total. That way we can pull and get our animated avatar. I absolutely love it, guys. So I'm hoping it's not going to take too many diamonds in here to get this one done. But there is 1, 2, and 3. Which gives us our single one, so that will take Little Peanut up to Ascended. But I'm hoping that we can use all 5 since we're going to have the reset very soon in here, guys. See, there is 2. We're getting 1 at a time. Which the probability of getting these, there we go. That is 3. We still have 2 more, still have quite a few diamonds left as well. Then 1, 2, 3. We need to get lucky with some of these summons. So we can add a couple stars. Let's see if we can pick up one out of here. Hopefully it's a star. It is another copy of Almas. So there is 1, guys. We have 1 more copy to pick up. And that is all for our diamonds. Let's see if we can do it with the singles. We're still saving a considerable amount of resources because we want to build out and finish. We want to finish a Baba Yaga. All right, so we're going to stop there because I want to add her to the Oak Inn as well. We can go ahead, get her unlocked in here. We can grab her some furniture. We got Wukong in there, which I'm not sure we got her. I don't think we ascended her yet. But there we go. So we'll add 2 right there. We're going to add our 1 star because we do want to go ahead and get her engraving. All right, so we got Ascended, a star. Very cool to see, guys. Still have a ton of Poe coins in here to use. Hopefully we can continue to completely max her out. There's another room under construction, so we're going to have to worry about that in just a minute. But that'll do it for the summons, guys. Stargazers, we don't have enough to pull Alna. Temple of Time, we are saving these for the wilder specifics. So we're going to have to go through the Oak Inn really quick and see exactly the rooms we're going to build out. All right, guys, so the room we had to build out was Brutus's room. So now we should be able to go ahead and build out the rest of her room. Saved a couple diamonds to complete these out, which is the reason we didn't do last pull in there. So that will complete her room. We're going to put her up there in with the rest of our heroes, guys. Look at that. We almost have 5 complete teams in here with the furniture, and that does give her 2 of 9 already. So we have a lot to build on her, and I'm really hoping within the workshop that we can get lucky with building out our furniture. Again, Mishka is getting there. We have a couple of our Hypogean heroes that are getting there, a couple Celestials, which are getting there, and then the Dimensionals as well. So I'm hoping with 63,000 that we do get some luck when it comes to the furniture. There's a mythic piece, guys, which is Albedo. Definitely a hero, guys. That 3 of 9 furniture on her is absolutely vital to have. Another pull right there is Alna. She is getting very close. I think that is like 6 pieces already that we have picked up for Alna. Piece for Merlin right there. Another solid support hero ever since he was released, guys. Such a strong hero. There's another piece for a star, so that will give us our 3 of 9. But we want to build her out and max her out, guys. I want to see her absolutely decked out. There's another piece for Respin. Gonna have to start putting in some of the dimensional heroes when it comes to those 5 team comps. There's another piece for Alna. I think, again, she is almost completely maxed out. There is Leonardo and Mishka. Very good pull right there. Another piece right there, which is Merlin and Leonardo. We got some solid doubles in there, guys, giving us 4 cards on the table. Still not close enough to max her out, but that maxes out. There we go. So we are 9 of 9 there. That gives us the 3 of 9 with a star, as well as adding quite a few pieces to the rest of the team. So wish list, we can actually drop out Merlin at this point. We're going to have to build out Leonardo, but that will bring almost every single wilder completely done, guys. Alna, again, I'm going to have to check our furniture, see exactly where we're at. Within here, we were actually building out Zolrath. And then we even have Nakaruru on these accounts. That's how old these accounts are, guys. Baba Yaga is coming pretty soon. I know Queen is pretty good, but you know what? I'm going to put Baba Yaga in here. We know we're going to pick them up. We're saving up the resources and everything at this point to go ahead and build them out. Let's do a little bit of recycling here. Be able to get one more pull. Hopefully it's going to be mythic, but unfortunately it is not, but that does give us an extra card, guys. We have 5. See, we could max out Mishka. We could definitely go that route, but we don't have enough for a star. Respin we could max out. I'm going to save them right now. I'm thinking let's just go ahead and save the ones that we have right now. Kind of makes sense, but let's see what we have for a star, guys. We went ahead, got her some gear on there. We got 10 stones. So we're just going to take all of this to tier 3. Essentially with this hero, guys, being a support class and doing a considerable amount of damage, I really want to use her as a support and a damage dealer within the formations, which I think she's going to fit in very well for the ultimate ability. So we're going to throw the call on her. It is completely maxed out. We're going to go ahead and do some engraving with a rapid strength. And there we go. That takes her to the plus 30. We do not have enough for the plus 60 at this point, but there are a couple other wilders that I feel, that we could really benefit from maxing some of those out. I'm going to have to look to see if a linked enemy dies, the other surviving link will be stunned. That's a pretty decent stun. I know the shield value on here is pretty high with that hero as well. I know Iran even doing just a little bit more damage with this one. We're going to have to go through and see. Mishka we already got there. Pippa we could do as well. Again, chance to fail the spell is reduced, but we need a little more engraving mats. Guys, I want to get her to the plus 60 just because of that big damage reduction. So not only will she do a considerable amount of damage, but she also has a really big damage reduction that I like in there as well. So right now we are on 36-16. We're going to have to make a little bit more progression in here. Pick up a couple more red chests. So the wilders are maxed out, guys. That is all of them. We have every single one of them completely maxed out at this point. There is our little frame. Got a couple more pulls there, which we have 11 days, and then she will be gone. But we are able to go ahead and swap out the frames. You can see all of our little wilder friends there. And there we go, guys. So that does put a star into our little wilder frame. Very cool. So now we're going to go ahead. I'm going to hop into the campaign, see if we can make some solid progression in here. Hopefully we can get through 36, possibly into 37. The Mauler account actually got stopped right here at 40. Very difficult when it came to the 5 teams. We could not progress any further in there. So I'm hoping the Wilders don't have the exact same. So let's go ahead and we'll get into the campaign. All right, guys. So here we are, 36-16. Again, we're dealing with 5 teams. We have 3 full teams of Wilders. The 5th team is kind of a mix. We're going to go ahead and drop a star in here. That way we can build it out. I'm going to change up a couple. I'm putting Solus in here. This team I think looks pretty good, changing up a little bit of the formation. This team we're going to put in our mega awesome Almas. So hopefully we can defeat these. Again, with the nerfs to the campaign level deficiencies, absolutely no problem. You can see we're actually very close. But looking at some of the synergy that these Wilder heroes bring, especially looking like Lorzen, we've seen that it shields the entire team. This is just your run-of-the-mill Ainz comp. But looking at Raku, having them completely maxed out, it seems like some of these Wilders might have a little bit more viability than we have seen in the past. So pushing a little bit forward here, you can see we're at 36-40. This is the stage that the Wilders, or the Maulers were completely stuck at. Tried this a dozen times and could not get past here. I like, again, the synergy of this team, similar to the Greyborn teams. They have a lot of heroes that bring other things to the campaign and other things to these stages, which I feel really make them a very effective faction, which is the reason why we do build them a little bit earlier. Even Almas, guys, he provides crowd control right off the bat, so it's pretty cool. I know he doesn't have the survivability of a tank, but the crowd control off the beginning does help quite a bit. So pushing a little bit further, 36-60. So this is our last stage, guys. Again, Wilders having no problem getting through here. With the level deficiency we're looking at, very easy. Even on the Flora stages, I did have to try it a couple more times. but having the healing ability of Saurus within that one does make it relatively easy. Cirrus I like as well. I feel like his crowd control in here is pretty decent. But again, when it comes to some warriors and tanks, doesn't have the survivability to really push through these campaign stages like I would love to see him do. Right there, guys, crowd control off the bat. I love you just see the heroes like Isolde sitting in roots, and that's really all he is doing. So that concludes it, guys. We are into 37. Look at that. 37. We're going to try a couple more stages in here. See how far we can get. First stage, of course, pretty easy. Here we are, 37-20, guys. We are like 60, almost 80 stages through at this point. Absolutely crazy when it comes to the 5 teams. Getting closer to those level deficiencies. Can definitely feel it, even though we are not that far. We're about 80, I think a little above 80 levels. Running the Wilders, it is getting a lot more difficult. There are a lot of stages that I did have to retry running it with the full team of Wilders. Again, I know they do have quite a bit of synergy, but there are still things that we did have to retry. Lucretia, of course, pulling it through on that one. And guys, that'll do it for our push. That is, like I said, 80 stages I think we went through. So we're going to go ahead and collect up an absolute insane amount of loot, guys. Diamonds galore. You can see we do have some engraving mats in here. We have some tier stones for completing out the last chapter. And crazy amount of loot in here, which is good to see. So guys, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Very cool to see the Wilder progression and a star being built in as always. Thank you guys for watching.